The very first cars on our list are the smallest and the least expensive, and still tons of fun. And we're talking about the Traxxas brand of 1/18 scale electric cars, including the 4-wheel drive Desert Pre-Runner short course truck, the 4-wheel drive Teton monster truck, and the 4-wheel drive rally car. All of these cars share the same waterproof brushed electronics, oil-filled shocks, independent suspension, and pro graphics painted bodies. Plus, the smaller nature of 18th scale helps save space, make them ultra portable, and playable just about anywhere. The best part of the Traxxas 1/18 scale vehicles is that they're fully ready to run and ready to go for under $150, and they include a battery. Number 9. The next car on our list is one of the best known RC buggies out there, and that's the Traxxas Bandit. This buggy is the first on our list to be of the standard 10th scale size, and it's a huge bump up in terms of speed, capabilities, and upgradability. For starters, the Bandit VXL brushless model is capable of an impressive 70-mile-an-hour top speed right out of the box. There are a few requirements to do this, but it can be done. The Bandit also features waterproof electronics, oil-filled shocks, and an independent suspension ready for the pavement or some off-road dirt. When it comes to upgrades, there have been more option parts and accessories made for this Traxxas chassis than probably any other RC car in the world. So finding upgrades, accessories, and replacement parts should never be an issue. The brushed version of the Bandit can be found including a battery and a charger for $220, or the brushless Bandit VXL for about $320, and it does require a battery pack. Number 8. The next Traxxas vehicle you can pick up right now is the tried and true TRX4. Some RC cars don't need to be fast, and the TRX4 is a good example of a slow-crawling truck designed to tackle harsh terrain. How to do it? The TRX4 features solid, high-clearance portal axles, a 4-wheel drive drivetrain, and waterproof electronics. Some TRX4 models even have remote locking differentials and a selectable 2-speed transmission that you can adjust with a switch on the transmitter, but not all of them. Now, the TRX4 is one popular truck though, so not all body styles are always available like the newly released 2021 Ford Bronco, but many of the other body styles are frequently in stock. For pricing, the ready-to-run TRX4 trucks start out at about $285 with the TRX4 Sport, and they go up from there, adding in officially licensed bodies and that 2-speed and differential functionality. The TRX4 is also offered as a kit for anyone who wants to build it themselves, and it's available. Number 7. Chances are you've heard of this truck because it's one of the most famous and influential RC cars of all time. Yep, we're talking about the Traxxas Slash. Short course trucks are great bashers, and part of their thrill is how well they'll swap paint when the racing heats up. Because of that, short course trucks are great fun with friends and family. And if you're lucky enough to have a track in your local area, they may even offer a Slash spec class, which is common for many tracks and a great way to properly race with a Slash. Regardless of your intentions though, the Slash is an amazing RC that can be customized and upgraded to be just about anything. Slash options include either 2-wheel drive or 4-wheel drive, brushed electronics, or the VXL brushless system, and then of course all the different body color styles. As for availability right now, all the versions are currently available, but not all the different colored body styles. For pricing, the 2-wheel drive brush slash will start at about $230, and the brush slashed 4x4 starts at about $330, and both of those versions include a battery pack. Number 6. Our very next truck you probably wouldn't necessarily race, but it's a great basher, and it's the Rustler 4x4. For sizing, this is a 1/10 scale truck, size similar to the Slash and Bandit with one exception. It's wide. Now the biggest advantages to having a wide stance is all the extra stability it offers the truck, especially at high speeds, when cornering fast, or when driving on uneven, rough terrain. Since the wheels stick out beyond the body, it's not so forgiving when rubbing paint like how a short course truck is. But the extra aggressiveness this wide stance affords you makes the Rustler 4x4 a great way to thrash, bash, and do wheelies. With the brushless VXL model, the truck is rated for an impressive 65 miles an hour, and when we tested it ourselves, the truck reached 66. The Rustler 4x4 is a joy to thrash around and definitely offers a little more aggression over the similar sized Traxxas vehicles, and it's one of the best ways to let out a little steam while staying in that 1/10 scale size category. You can find the brushed Rustler 4x4 model for about $330 including a battery, or the brushless VXL model for $430, and it requires a battery. Number 5. Up next is a vehicle that was released just last year, and it's only available with VXL electronics, and it's available right now. It's the Traxxas Haas VXL. For sizing, the Haas is the biggest vehicle we've discussed so far, and it uses the same VXL electronics, except the Haas has been equipped with an oversized 540 XL motor, which barely breaks a sweat when driving. Now, when we tested the Haas, it pops wheelies, pulled backflips, and bashed around impressively. Now, with its taller tires and the design of the chassis, the Haas sits higher off the ground than the other cars we've talked about so far, like a proper monster truck should. So it offers more ground clearance over the terrain, but with a reduced center of gravity. But what the Haas lacks in CGs is made up for with aggressive power, aggressive tires, aggressive styling, and that awesome Traxxas monster truck look. Now, you can find the Haas available in a few different body color styles for about $470, and it requires a battery. Number 4. If you love the smell of nitro in the morning, then say hello to the first nitro on our list, the T-Max 3.3 monster truck. Some legends wear capes, while others brap and fling dirt, which is exactly what the T-Max 3.3 Nitro truck was made for. Now, don't get me wrong, Nitro RC cars are not for everyone and definitely not good for beginners. But if you find yourself dreaming of carburetors, fuel clunks, and clutch shoes, then maybe it's time to wake up and embrace your destiny. T-Max features include the TRX 3.3 racing engine with easy start system, auto-shifting 2-speed transmission, installed telemetry sensors, 8 oversized shocks, and aggressive monster truck styling. If you're looking for a challenge, something new, or just want to join the circle of the elite Nitro Gang hobbyists, the T-Max 3.3 might be for you. Plus, the truck comes assembled and ready to run out of the box for about $500, but nitro fuel is required. Number 3. When it comes to extreme RC cars you can buy right now and go play with, it's going to be hard to find a better truck than the Traxxas Max. Now, this truck is still relatively new and employs all the new gen technologies Traxxas has to offer, like self-riding and body clipless fastening. More importantly, though, is that the Max is identical to the larger X-Max. It's just proportionally scaled down. So you end up with a lightweight and compact truck that's fast, powerful, thrashable, and extremely durable. The Max drivetrain is even overbuilt to accommodate more power if you're feeling the itch to upgrade. Some people say that the Max doesn't look as impressive as the bigger X-Max, but it's smaller, lighter, easier to carry, easier to store, requires few batteries, and it's cheaper. So if you want all that great Max taste without the extra calories of the X, the Traxxas Max is ready to serve. You can find the Traxxas Max VXL in a few different colored body styles for about $550, and it requires a battery. Number 2. From the desert to the dirt to the street, this is the one and only UDR, formerly known as the Unlimited Desert Racer. Now, this pro-scale surface brute is over 27 inches long and so far is the biggest RC we've talked about, and perhaps the most realistic. But the UDR not only looks like a real desert truck, it actually drives like one too, being engineered just like a real desert truck with a 4-wheel drive drivetrain, 4-link solid axle rear suspension, cantilever sway bar system, 8 GTR long travel shocks, and a 50-mile-an-hour speed rating. So whether you're blasting through the sand dunes or bashing through your neighborhood, the UDR delivers the goods for the driver and everyone else watching. Scale details include a Pro Graphics painted exterior body shell mounted to a tube frame with interior driver, dash details, suspension limiter straps, fake disc brakes, and more. The UDR also features a replacement drive shaft and spare tires on the back of the body for looks, but they're also usable if you need to use them. Current UDR models also include a rugged, waterproof LED lighting system installed and included. You can find the UDR in 3 different body color styles to choose from, all for about $800, and it requires 2 batteries. Before we go straight to number 1, there are a few cars that deserve an honorable mention, like the new Traxxas Drag Slash, which is a great introduction to no-prep RC drag racing. Another good option for off-road use is the high-performance basher known as the e-Revo 2.0. Both of these vehicles come highly recommended, but unfortunately, they're out of stock, but they should be back soon. So if there's something you're interested in, just keep an eye out on it. Number 1. What has huge 4x4 power, mammoth sizing, and is the ultimate Traxxas monster truck? Well, how about the Traxxas X-Max? When it comes to big RC cars, the X-Max has it covered and features a 30-inch length, 19-pound weight, and an 8S LiPo compatibility, making it the most extreme monster truck Traxxas has ever offered and the biggest. The X-Max also features all the new-gen Traxxas technologies like self-riding and adds huge oversized tires, shocks, and stance. The X-Max ground clearance is equally impressive, making the X-Max the ideal platform for the roughest, most extreme terrains where other RCs can't go. Because of this, the X-Max really is the ultimate monster truck in terms of power, capabilities, durability, and performance. Just be sure to have the open pastures to let this monster roam free, or it may bite you. The Traxxas X-Max is available right now, fully ready to run in 4 different colored body styles for about $1,000, and it requires 2 battery packs. Guys, go check out all the Traxxas cars in this video by following our links down below. And for more RC, check out these videos.